Welcome back to the Gauntlet of Greatness, and the playoffs are starting a little bit early here. This is super clean, win, and in. Dragonstorm has gone 1-1 so far in the group stage. Faeries has gone 1-1 so far in the group stage. They are paired against each other. One of these decks is going to join the Memory Jar deck in the playoffs. One of these decks is not. So I'm going to play the Dragonstorm side. If you haven't seen this, Dragonstorm is a storm card that, guess what? It goes and gets dragons out of your deck. So you play all the rituals that are legal at this point in time. This is basically the deck Mahara won Worlds with. You play, the deck manipulation you can get your hands on. Little bit of, just a hint of permission. And Giga Drowse is the card that will come up if this turns into a control battle. Being able to tap out the opponent's blue mana on their end step, untap, go off. That's kind of the game plan here. My opponent is the Faeries deck. Also a very good deck. This version of the Faeries deck does have Thoughtseize, 3 Thoughtseize in the main. This is when Ancestral Visions was legal, which is like half of Faeries is run in standard. You got your Cryptic Commands for permission. Bitter Blossom is, of course, the Dream 2-drop. And then the counters here are Rune Snag, Spell Stutter Sprite. Not a ton of permission, but certainly enough to cause issues here. Scion of Una lets the Faeries get bigger. And yeah, this should be an interesting game, and the winner goes to the playoffs. So stakes are pretty interesting as well. I'm playing Dragonstorm, and let's find out who plays to the top 8. It feels like I don't know, kind of a fair fight. This draw looks decent. I need a Dragonstorm, obviously. I can suspend the Lotus Bloom. I can get turn 4. I can have Lotus Bloom, Seething Song. I could potentially go off turn 4, but I mean, I think that's a keeper. It's got a Telling Time to go digging. Sure. Okay, great. I don't really want the dragons in my hand, right? I want the dragons in my deck. There's 4 Hellkites and 2 of these Hunted Dragons. Well, there's the Dream turn 2 for the Faeries deck. Not a whole lot I can do about that, especially on the draw. And do I Telling Time? I think I just Telling Time main phase here, so I don't have to worry about Spell Stutter Sprites. Sure. Take the Dragonstorm for sure. Do I want to draw Telling Time or Island next turn? I think I just want to draw Island. Alright, let's go ahead and suspend this. Here come the Faeries. Tick down. Love to find a Giga Drowse. That's what I would really love to find. What's he up to? Does he get the end step Scion? Yeah, I can't really. Man, I could Remand here. Maybe I will. Just slow him down, make him keep tapping out for this. I'm not going to win a permission fight against him. His counters are so cheap. My stuff's so expensive. I think that there's definitely value in just buying myself some more turns. I mean, even if I can get to the point where I can start hard casting Hellkites, that could be pretty good. Wow, it's 1,000,000 mana. This Hunted Dragon doesn't do anything, right? Giving him 3 knights, but I get a 6/6 haste. That's not all that exciting. Alright. Don't have the Giga Drowse to set him up. I mean, I'm going to get the Storm count from this Lotus Bloom next turn, but I'm not sure I want to use it. Am I taking 5? Sure. He suspends an Ancestral Visions. Another reason why I don't have all day. Alright, well, here comes Lotus Bloom. So I can clearly go Seething Song, Dragonstorm, but what is this? He's got Rune Snag in his deck, which makes me pay 2 extra. He's got Spell Stutter Sprite, which can counter what, a 5 CMC card? So if he doesn't fight, if he wants to fight the Seething Songs, then I can sort of start plowing my way through his permission. But if he doesn't fight Seething Song, he can't fight Dragonstorm. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana already. This is 9, 10, 11, 12. So I can afford to pay for a Rune Snag. And I can afford to let him Spell Stutter Stride a Seething Song, right? I spend 3. He counters it. I still have 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6, 7. No, I'm short. If he Spell Stutter Sprites a Seething Song, I come up short. But if he Spell Stutter Sprites a Seething Song, then I can try it again next turn. Okay, he is going to Spell Stutter Strike. I guess I could have baited with Sleight of Hand, maybe? I don't think he would counter Sleight of Hand. He shouldn't counter the Sleight of Hand there. Yeah, now I have 3, 4, 5. This makes 6, 7. So next turn, what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So next turn I can Sleight into Seething Song. Just trying to figure out whether I want to cast the Sleight of Hand this turn or not. I don't think I do. 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm going to take 9. I basically have to go for it next turn. And I kind of want to have the Sleight of Hand for Storm Count. He's got another counter, then I'm in trouble. But yeah, I mean, if he's got Bitter Blossom into... He's got Bitter Blossom, Scion. If he's got a couple counters with that draw, then we just lose. Oh, jeez. I can't even cast the Hellkite. Man. Part of me kind of wishes that I had tried baiting Spell Stutter Sprite by leading with Sleight of Hand. If I could have got... What did he take? Oh, he took the Seething Song. Left me the Dragonstorm. Interesting. Huh. So now I can go Slight, Seething Song, Dragonstorm. One Hellkite can kill the Scion. The next Hellkite can kill a bunch of other stuff. Do he have another counter? Alright, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we'll start with a Sleight of Hand. And Rite of Flame. Okay. Put the Rite of Flame into my hand. Telling Time on the bottom. Yeah, I want the right. Yeah, I can't afford to pay for this. I mean, I have to pay for it, but it means all I can play is the Hellkite, which I don't think is good enough. I think I get swarmed. Ah, too bad. Pretty close. I only get to 8 now. Oh man, 1 mana short. I thought we might have lucked into it there. Scion gives everybody Shroud, so I can't target any of the rest of them, even though that's what I need to do. Because he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I maybe survive here at 1. Interesting. Right? Yeah, he's only got 5 creatures, so I'm not actually dead yet. Okay. Good old-fashioned terror. Now I am dead. Good beats. 2 counters, a Thoughtseize, a Bitter Blossom, a Scion. Faeries decks are good. So Faeries looking to move on. All right, what do I want? I like these storage lands because I like to be able to build up to a big Giga Drowse, but I'm not sure that's the way this match plays. Feels like being able to slow his beats down is good. Now, Teferi is spectacular. If I can get Teferi, then suddenly he has to play his deck at sorcery speed, and none of his permission works. That would be great. What is Ignorant Breath? Cantrip. I don't feel like these Remands actually do much in the matchup. All of his spells are cheap and can just be recast. Yeah, I think I want another storage land. And I want a Teferi. And I want a couple of Pyroclasms. These Hunted Dragons are not great. Maybe the 3rd Pyroclasm? Just buys me so much time. Yeah, let's try it. Definitely want to play first. Sure. I'd like some rituals, but certainly set up to clear a path for the big turn if I can come up with some rituals. Might have to save my sleight of hand for Storm Count. We'll see. Your Thought sees me. Ancestral Visions. Fair enough. It's a good one. Start building up counters on the storage land. He's got no Bitter Blossom. That's good news. Certainly better news than last game, anyway. Yeah. I wonder if I need to fight that Ancestral Visions. Currently at 6 mana, so not close to 9 yet. And there's the Thoughtseize. Wow, I think he thought about it on the first turn and decided it made sense to wait, which is totally fair. Wait, let me see what I'm going to draw. It's more likely to get a Dragonstorm if he waits after a couple of draw phases. Bye-bye, Dragonstorm. Now I start to feel like I need to find stuff. Ah. Might have misplayed that, but I mean, this looming Ancestral Visions feels like a clock that I would like to beat. Here comes another one. Great. Sure, Pendelhaven. I'll take 2. Alright, well, I've got the rituals. Nature So that's coming off suspend. Do I just have to hope against hope? Tap him out. If I top deck, I've got what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I've got 9 mana. The miracle happens. I think. Yeah, I think I just hope for a miracle. I'm going to do this before he draws the cards. He can play one land, but there's no... Sorry. How many times have I played the replicate skills? 3. There's no way for him to counter something for 1 mana, so... So giving him 1 mana is okay. I'm basically playing to top deck the Miracle Dragonstorm. I haven't second Giga Drowse, so... Alright, that one's starting to go around, that one's starting to go. Target the island, target the Pendlehaven. And with the backup Giga Drowse, I think it makes sense to play to get lucky here. Especially as these Ancestral Visions start resolving. My life just gets awful. Right, maybe he won't have the black mana for the Thoughtseize, or... I don't know. This feels really bad. Interesting. Cryptic Command. It's going to bounce my land and draw a card. I think I'm okay with that. It doesn't actually change the math that much since I wasn't counting on making a land drop next turn. Now, I have to make a land drop, I have to pay 2 life, but I still win if I top deck Dragonstorm. And if I let him untap having Ancestraled, I probably lose. Though it'll take a little while. Miracle? Not a miracle. Now we need the even bigger miracle of him drawing nothing. Well, maybe it's not that big a miracle, because I still have that other Giga Drowse. Still have the ability to tap him out. It's pretty annoying the way he's just keeps bouncing these storage lands. May as well use the mana while I've got it, right? Leave myself mana. Gonna lose the counters anyway, so... Oh boy. I have to keep digging, right? I need the telling time. So am I more likely to want land or Lotus Bloom? Probably a Lotus Bloom. Since my land drop next turn is just going to be replaying this Dreadshift Reef. Beautiful. Okay. Hit me for 2 with Pendlehaven. Yup. Second spell Stutter Sprite. Oh, the Rune Snag. Pay 2? I can't pay 2. He bounced my land. Okay. Still got 4 mana untapped, huh? Need a Dragonstorm to sink all these rituals into. We can come up with Dragonstorm. It's going to be tough for him. I guess maybe he can counter enough rituals, but I probably have the 3 turns to get the Lotus Bloom to where I could get a Seething Song countered and still have the mana to build up the 9. I think. Of course, he's got what? He's got a Rune Snag in his yard now. Maybe more Rune Snags start to get annoying. Mutavault and Spellstutter, huh? So I have... It's a 5-turn clock. Oh, with Pendelhaven, it's... I can get hit by these guys 3 times? 4, 8, 12? Alright. You got more? He's got 8 cards in his hand. Bitter Blossom, huh? I guess that does speed the clock up a turn. Well, I can do about it. You're not a Dragonstorm. Oh, Scion. Pyroclasm would buy me some time. Pyroclasm would buy me some time. Dragonstorm would let me go for it. He's revealed a Spellstutter Sprite. Great. Is this my last turn? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. So it's basically now or never. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can tap 5 blue, which is good enough. All right. Let's play for the top deck. You can actually Spellstutter Sprite to counter 1 copy of this and defend a land and have 2 mana up. Which I wouldn't be surprised to see him do. I mean, because otherwise the Spellstutter Sprite does nothing, right? Yeah, so he can tap the lands that I'm trying to tap out for him for mana. He could drop a Spellstutter Sprite, Giga Drowse something that's targeting one of the lands that's still untapped, and get to my turn with 2 mana untapped. But I mean, maybe he doesn't have anything else, right? Whatever, none of this matters unless I top deck Dragonstorm. I can make what? I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 12 mana. This does not come in, but I'm dead next turn, so. Fighting the good fight, doing what we can. Oh, hilariously, if he counters 1 ritual, I'll be out of red mana. Because at 1, I can't tap Chivalry for red anymore. It's kind of funny. Whatever, I had to Giga Drowse to tap 5 lands. It's my only chance. He's shown me a Spellstutter Sprite, so I'm not... Oh, Rune Snag, okay. I'm not paying for Rune Snag. So he defended the Secluded Glen with a Rune Snag. Interesting. I'm not sure this actually defends an additional land. Huh. Yeah, these are all targeting lands that are tapped now. So the Spellstutter Strike, I mean, it gets the Spellstutter Strike onto the board, which he might care about. But it didn't accomplish anything. The Rune Snag already did the work of giving him 2 mana. So if he's got a Rune Snag or a Spellstutter Sprite in his hand, he can muck up my attempts to play the card I'm going to top deck. A Giga Drowse. Not even close. Faeries with a blowout win. All right. There you go. Good game. Faeries with the blowout win, huh?
Good game. Yeah, yeah. Well, I was still worried about you, but bouncing your lands seemed like the right thing to do, even though I had a 1-1 for the beatdown.
Yeah, well, my hand at the end of the game is Seething Song, Rite of Flame, and Giga Drowse #3.
Ugh.
So I never found the second Dragonstorm. Like, I think Thoughtseize is the MVP there, right? Thoughtseize
That,
took the Dragonstorm, and I was never able to replace it.
yeah, that's fair. I mean, that one was pretty obvious. In this first game, I had to make a questionable call about whether I get rid of that or your seething anger. Is that what it's called?
Seething
The
Song.
seething song.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then you drew another one.
I did. I felt like I had gotten pretty lucky there. It didn't matter though. You just had all the answers. That game seemed super lopsided.
I did.
I was
It
surprised.
did. It did.
I thought the whole Giga Drowse to tap you out plan was pretty good. Like I remember the Dragonstorm deck being good against control, but like Faeries isn't a pure control deck. Obviously, it's a tempo deck, right? It's this aggro control thing, and like having that clock to force me to go for it before I could set up the perfect hand seemed, I don't know, seemed really good.
Right. I would agree. I was
So,
confused about the first Giga Drowse. Like, it didn't look like you had any follow up for it, but
well, I was just playing the top deck. Like you were resolving an Ancestral Visions, and I had multiple Giga Drowses in my hand. So I figured I would just throw one off
sure.
before you could draw a bunch of counters and fight the Giga Drowse copies the way you did on the second one. Even though
Right.
I didn't have a follow up, but I mean I was just playing to get lucky. I was so far I felt like I was so far behind. It was just, well, I'll tap you out and then hope I'll top deck Dragonstorm. Like
Sure. Sure.
anyway, so Faeries is through to the playoffs, and I don't want to spoil the other result in this group if you haven't watched the Jar matchup yet. But the way this plays out, Faeries is definitely through. Jar is definitely through, having already won 2 matches. If there are any tiebreaker games, we'll circle back at the end of the regular season, I guess, and sort of play out any ties that there might be. Hypothetically, Faeries deck could actually win this group if Jar gets upset by counterpost and then Faeries is able to beat Jar in the tiebreaker. So interesting stuff in this group. Faeries and Jar join the top 8. Seedings, though, still to be determined. All right, thanks for playing, Shadow. Good games.
Good games.
See you guys next time on the Gauntlet of Greatness.